Hey, Boiler. I'm sure I've forgotten something important, but oh well. I know, right? Blue Flag 80s has quite a few people on it at the moment. Unfortunately, they're all on red, so in order to avoid stacking the teams, I've hopped in the Hornet. But it's good to keep some degree of currency on the thing. I barely ever fly it. Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Refueling complete.
I fucking hate not being able to properly dim the map. I mean, maybe it's a thing you can do, I just don't know how to do it, but it makes it impossible for me to read any of the other symbology. Alright, let's wait for the stored heading.
Rearming complete.
Okay, that's good to go, so we'll pop that into IFA. Put SA on here. Why is none of my symbology on here showing up? That shows up. IFF doesn't. Oh, I guess because the auto IFF's a thing now, maybe? I have no idea. Oh, no. Okay, they've changed it, I guess. Whatever, we'll leave that.
Chevy 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 047,
265.
140 at 28,000 knots.
Okay.
Thumbelina 1-1, Magic,
Chevy 1-1,
Bandit,
Overlord
bearing, 3404, 72
I've got that set up on here
kilometers,
too.
at 7,000 meters, flanking northwest.
You double tap where it says
Spike,
mode and the
Magic,
background map disappears.
Bandit,
You can get
bearing,
rid of the map, but I want to have the map there
5
just
kilometers,
faintly.
at 4,000 meters, hot.
Still boggles my mind that you like the Hornet more than the 16. I just find the ergonomics better.
Magic. Bandit.
Because it's
Bearing
more pressing
76.
buttons and less fucking
4,
HOTAS shit I can't
18
remember.
meters At 4,000 meters. Flanking southeast. Clipo. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 62.
Okay, I think we
4,
gotta take off
12
trim
kilometers
set.
at 4,000 meters.
Is
Flanking
there
southeast.
anything else I'm forgetting? Almost certainly, but let's go anyway.
Sunderland 1-1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3434 47 miles at 21,000
Parking brake.
feet. Flanking northwest. ONDRE 06. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3084 51 kilometers at 2,000 meters. Flanking southwest. Clipo. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3084 55 kilometers at 2,000 meters. Flanking southwest.
Chevy 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 090 for 170 at 12,000 knots.
It's quite likely my PC's performance will be pretty spotty, by the way. It's been running very, very hot.
Sunderland 1-1. Magic.
Been making bad electronic
Bandit.
smells.
Bearing
I think it's because it's
34
the
miles
middle of summer
at
here now.
30,000 feet.
It's been
Hot.
extremely warm, so that doesn't help, but I'm a little bit worried about it, so new PC should be here reasonably soon, and that should at least help. I'll get that built pretty much as soon as I can.
Chevy 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 090 for 160 at 13,000 knots. Chevy 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 074 for 90 at 13,000 cold. Chevy 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra
Sunderland 1-1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3464 16 miles at 26,000 feet. Hot.
Chevy 1-1,
ONDRE 06. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 984 7 kilometers at 5,000 meters. Hot. Clipo. Magic. Merged. Bearing 130 at 5,000 meters.
90 at 13,000 cold.
Circus 1-4 Rochesman. Magic.
Chevy 1-1,
Bandit. Bearing 7
pop-up group
24 50 kilometers at 5,000 meters. Flanking northwest. Papa 1-1 Hepatite. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 224 47 kilometers at 5,000 meters. Flanking northwest. Sunderland 1-1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 321 for 12 miles at 25,000 feet. Hot. ONDRE 06. Magic. Merged. Bearing 311 at 6,000 meters. Circus 1-4 Rochesman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3404 59 kilometers at 6,000 meters. Cold. Papa 1-1 Hepatite. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3394 51 kilometers at 6,000 meters.
Oh, I did forget something. Something really important.
Sunderland 1-1. Magic.
Holy shit.
Bandit. Bearing 327 for 15 miles
brain hours.
at 22,000 feet. Flanking southeast.
Set that up in a bit.
Circus 1-4 Rochesman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3284 66 kilometers at 3,000 meters. Cold. Papa 1-1 Hepatite. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3364 49 kilometers at 3,000 meters. Cold. Fish 4-1 Lucio. Magic.
Get some altitude
Bandit.
so I'm not
Bearing
burning fuel quite so fast.
3524 69 kilometers at 3,000 meters. Cold. Sunderland 1-1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 349 for 26 miles at 24,000 feet. Flanking northeast. Circus 1-4 Rochesman. Magic. Bend it. Bearing. 3204. 92 kilometers. At 3,000 meters. Cold. Papa 1-1 hepatite. Magic. Bend it. Bearing. 3344. 58 kilometers. At 3,000 meters. Cold. Fish 4-1 Lucio. Magic. Bend it. Bearing. 3534. 95
Opposite here
kilometers.
today.
At 3,000
Minus 37 wind chill in the Great White North. I would trade. I would happily trade, honestly. I don't fucking go outside during the summer anyway, so it wouldn't make much difference.
Thumbelina 1-1. Magic.
Yeah.
Bend it. Bearing.
We're on blue flag
25
80s,
miles. At
but red team
22,000
was
feet.
stacked really
Flanking
badly,
northeast.
so we're flying on blue. A little bit more power, I'm getting very slow, which is easy to do in the Hornet because it is not a fast plane.
Lord 1-1. Chevy 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Thumbelina 1-1. Magic. Bend it. Bearing. 32421 miles. At 23,000 feet. Hot.
Just for a heads up with what's happening with the new PC, by the way, the parts have been sent. I think some of them have already arrived. They're out at my parents' place. I'm probably going to build it there. And I'm still not sure when I'm moving. I was hoping I'd be out of here by now, but it just hasn't happened yet. If I'm going to be out of here before probably the end of February, I might just not set up the new PC until I actually do move. But if I'm stuck here a bit longer, I might just have to bring it back here and get it going. Now, it'll probably take me about a week or two to set it up and get everything sorted so I can start streaming again. So be aware I will be gone for a bit, independent of the move.
Papa 1-1 hepatite. Magic.
Just to make sure that everything's installed that needs to be, everything's configured the way I like. But then we'll be straight back into it, and we should be able to run on pretty good settings in DCS with no more stuttering, no more freezing, no more bad frame rate. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's like the only fucking thing I've had to look forward to since lockdown started and my Europe trip got cancelled, so I'm pretty hyped. What did you order? The parts list is in the Discord somewhere. Basically, Super Rotundard had a list, and I was like, yep, I trust you. I'll take this.
Bearing 3174.
Just in time for new clouds? Yeah. I know, right? Just in time.
Southwest. Fish 4-1 Lucio.
Poor little Beepski here is probably breathing a sigh of relief.
3434. 96 kilometers. At 4,000 meters. Hot.
I have very little idea of what's going on in the air at the moment. Oh, if only I had actually remembered I have an SA page, huh? Let's not fly into multiple SAM sites. I guess we can just have a chill patrol along the mountains. We're on internal.
Papa 1-1 hepatite. Magic. Bend it. Bearing 3074. 40 kilometers. At 4,000 meters. Flanking southwest. Fish
I forgot to get
4-1
rid of
Lucio.
the
Magic.
pylons that I'm not
Bend it.
using. I'll do
Bearing
that next time.
3344. 75 kilometers.
Hey, Lordboy.
At 4,000 meters. Flanking southwest.
My second monitor decided to quit life, so I'm back to the old school way of reading chat on my phone. It's fucking terrible. I have to pick one up today. See what is available. I'll just probably buy a fairly cheap small monitor, because the one I was using for my second screen, it's one of my old monitors from like 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago now, like 13, 14 years ago. So it was already pretty past its prime, shall we say. I don't need anything big, just something to read
Papa
chat.
1-1 hepatite. Magic. Bend it. Bearing 2904.
I don't have an
29
iPad.
kilometers.
I don't have any sort of tablets or anything like that. The only fancy electronic device I have other than my PC and my TV is my phone.
4 kilometers at 3,000 meters.
I'm not really a tech person, in case it wasn't obvious from what I usually fly. Kind of bummed that Cold War it wasn't empty. There was one single guy on it. He was on Red Team. It's on one of the early missions, one of the new ones. So I would have liked to jump in, but
Fish 4 to 1 Lucio.
I figured I may as well jump on the chance to join this server when it's actually got people in it, because this server's always empty when I try and join it.
At 3,000 meters, flanking northwest.
This thing's controls still feel weird to me. Like, it just feels mushy. It's not really bad, it's just kind of odd. Discombobulating. I'm used to very responsive aircraft. You feed in a tiny bit of stick and they snap over. This thing, you've got to really slam the stick one way or the other, and it kind of decides, oh, I might do that in my own time. Feels much better than the Viper.
Magic.
Yeah.
Bandit. Bearing 4.
The Viper's more responsive.
23 kilometers at 3,000 meters. Cold.
Like, I like the way the Viper responds to the controls, but I don't like the way it actually flies, whereas I like the way this flies, but I don't like the way it responds to the controls. The Mirage is better than both. Fight me. It's the screen on the left, MFD. That is the AS-L page, Azimuth Elevation. It's basically a, what do you call it? Like a C-scope? H-scope? So it projects like a sort of a head-on view. So you can sort targets by their actual altitude as well as their azimuth. So you use that in conjunction with the attack format, and you can get a really good picture of where somebody is in 3D space.
Fish 4 to 1 Lucio.
Oh, hello.
Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3274. 24 kilometers at 6,000 meters. Hot.
Oh, we got some spice happening over here. I'll get an IFF on that guy, but it's probably hostile.
Roll right, roll right.
Cheers to the resub, Steve. Appreciate it. Oh, uh-oh. I think old mate here's in a world of trouble.
Spectre. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 594. 92 kilometers at 8,000 meters. Hot. Fish 4 to 1 Lucio. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 3544. 5 kilometers at 4,000 meters. Hot.
It's interesting. The GCI is reading things in metric in here on Blue Team. And I think, wasn't it reading in Imperial the other day on the 60 server? Might have to see if it's meant to be doing that. This is where it should be reading in Imperial, but it's reading in metric. Or I wonder if there's a preference for that. Probably not.
Spectre. Magic. Bandit. Bearing 584. 60 kilometers at 10,000 meters. Hot.
There isn't. Not that I can see anyway. I always forget when you switch it to auto, it won't let you control the antenna elevation anymore. I think I have my IFF configured wrong still. Oh no, there we go. It's switched over now.
Spectre. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 7-1. 4.
Yeah, the Azel
28
page is
kilometers
fantastic.
at
It's
9,000
absolutely
meters.
fantastic.
Hot.
Palm was right. The more they
Circus
actually
1 to 4
complete
Rushmore.
this, the more I see
Magic.
the advantages of this
Bandit.
aircraft.
Bearing. 2674. 92 kilometers at 3,000 meters. Flanking southeast.
Don't need to worry about that yet, but that's going to be one to keep an eye on. Set that to auto. It looks too modern for me. I know, right? Hey, at least I got the HMD off. I know a lot of people don't turn it off when they're playing in this server, but it shouldn't be a thing.
Spectre. Magic.
Not in the 80s.
Bandit. Bearing. 58.
I guess there was actually a way to
16
disable it
kilometers
on a mission.
At 7,000 meters.
I'm surprised
Hot.
there isn't. Oh, uh-oh.
Circus 1 to 4 Rushsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 2874. 58 kilometers at 3,000 meters. Flanking northeast. Golly Polly 1 to 2 Fedoc _TV.
Old mate dropped
Magic.
into a mountain.
Bandit. Bearing. 3294. 77 kilometers at 1,000 meters. Flanking northeast.
Yeah, when they get close, they start dropping low into the hills. I don't blame them, I do the same thing, but we probably need a little more altitude. I'm sitting a bit low to be looking down into the valleys.
Spectre. Magic. Bandit. Bearing.
Switch up
5-9.
to auto.
4. 8 kilometers at 5,000 meters. Hot. Circus 1 to 4 Rushsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing.
Pick up some speed.
2574. 72 kilometers at 6,000 meters. Flanking southeast. Golly Polly 1 to 2 Fedoc _TV. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3184. 92 kilometers at 6,000 meters.
Ponds are quite
Hot.
low in here. Something to be mindful of, I guess. I'm a little concerned I'm going to have a Su-27 pop up under my belly here.
Spectre. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 48. 4. 11 kilometers at 3,000 meters. Hot. Circus 1 to 4 Rushsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 2504. 49 kilometers at 2,000 meters. Flanking southeast. Golly Polly 1 to 2 Fedoc _TV. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3184. 92 kilometers at 2,000 meters. Hot. Spectre. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 394. 44 kilometers at 6,000 meters. Hot. Circus 1 to 4 Rushsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 214. 20 kilometers at 4,000 meters. Hot.
Uh-oh. He's got friends. He's probably going to try and drag me for them. Sam's to be mindful of as well. I'm not sure whose they are. Or manpads, maybe? Okay, we're going to lose him behind that ridge.
Spectre. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 51. 4. 18 kilometers at 4,000 meters. Cold.
Box 1.
Circus 1 to 4 Rushsman. Magic.
Shit.
Bandit. Bearing. 2594. 17 kilometers at 1,000 meters. Cold.
Ah!
Circus 1 to 4 Roshsman. Magic. Merged. Bearing. 248 at 1,000 meters. Thumbelina 1 to 1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3274 53 miles.
Shit.
At 15,000 feet. Hot.
This is panic mode, guys. Okay, let's get the fuck out.
Circus 1 to 4 Roshsman. Magic. Merged. Bearing.
Oh no.
286 at 1,000 meters. Thumbelina 1 to 1. Magic. Bandit.
This is fine.
Bearing. 3364 43 miles. At 15,000 feet. Hot.
This is fine.
G-Rock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing.
It's fine.
3364.
Don't worry about it.
79 kilometers. At 5,000 meters. Hot.
Can you tell I don't fly the Hornet very often? God, that was terrible. That was a shit show.
Circus 1 to 4 Roshsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3214. 35 kilometers. At 6,000 meters. Hot.
Okay,
Thumbelina 1
I
to
think
1.
we're
Magic.
out of trouble for now.
Bandit. Bearing. 3444 35 miles. At 15,000 feet. Hot.
Whew.
G-Rock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3454. 63 kilometers. At 5,000 meters. Hot.
Hey Seal, we're on blue flag
Fish 4
80s.
to 1 Lucio. Magic.
And red was
Bandit.
stacked
Bearing.
like 2 to 1, so
3264.
we're on blue.
97 kilometers. At 6,000 meters. Hot. Circus 1 to 4 Roshsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3034. 37 kilometers. At 6,000 meters. Flanking southeast. Thumbelina 1 to 1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 4. 0427 miles.
How's it
At
feel to fly a
15,000
plane
feet.
that actually
Hot.
has visibility both rear and forward?
G-Rock. Magic.
It's okay.
Bandit. Bearing.
It's okay.
3584. 45 kilometers. At 5,000 meters. Hot. Fish 4 to 1 Lucio. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3184. 85 kilometers. At 6,000 meters. Hot.
Waypoint 0 should be able to get
coming
out.
towards Katasi. Those like Katasi, the enemy fighters
Circus
are
1 to 4 Magic.
047.
Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3044. 57 kilometers. At 7,000 meters. Cold. Thumbelina 1 to 1.
There you go.
Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 18415 miles. At 15,000
So just for those who are
feet.
arriving a little
Southeast.
later, my second monitor blew up that I usually use to read
G-Rock.
chat.
Magic.
So I'm back to
Bandit.
reading on my phone. I'm probably going to miss 90% of what you guys say.
19 kilometers.
If I miss any
5,000
like
meters.
questions or anything, I'll probably catch up with you later. I do check through
Fish 4
chat
to 1
Just
Lucio.
just to make
Magic.
sure. But
Bandit. Bearing.
we're
3014.
streaming blind at the
76
moment,
kilometers.
basically.
At 4,000 meters.
I got to replace
Hot.
it today, or today or tomorrow probably. There's Skedaddle right there.
Circus 1 to 4 Roshsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3014. 63 kilometers. At 4,000 meters. Flanking northeast. Thumbelina 1 to 1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 5043 miles. At 17,000 feet. Hot.
How's it feel to fly a plane that can look down,
G-Rock.
shoot down, and recognize
Magic.
Bandit's plane type?
Merged.
I
Bearing.
mean, Mirage
257
can
at
do that.
5,000 meters.
The Mirage has NCTR.
Fish 4 to 1 Lucio. Magic. Bandit.
I do like
Bearing.
modern US fighters.
3074.
There are things about them I
Within
don't
7
like.
kilometers. At 4,000
For instance,
meters.
the control
Flanking
system in
northeast.
this. Although I can't argue with its results. The way the F-16 flies, there are things I don't like about them, but I like them as planes. Like, don't get me wrong. I might not like flying them as much, but I do like them.
Bandit, bearing 3154, 66 kilometers, at 4,000 meters, flanking northeast. Thumbelina 1-1, Magic. Bandit, bearing 94410 miles, at 15,000 feet, flanking southeast. G-Rock.
Yeah, I'm
Magic.
using one monitor to play the game.
Bearing
I used to use the other one only for
17
reading chat.
kilometers, at 5,000 meters,
I don't know,
flanking
like, I'm
southeast.
using track IR, I don't know about the other,
Fish
like,
4 to
face
1
trackers
Lucio.
and stuff, but
Magic.
I have no issues with
Bandit,
track IR.
bearing 3124, 41 kilometers, at 4,000
I would prefer this to
meters,
multiple
flanking
monitors for the
northeast.
game. You know, using multiple monitors for a civvy flight sim is one thing, because you're usually flying like a fucking Airbus or a Boeing or something, but
Circus
having
1 to
multiple
4 Rush
monitors for a military
Magic.
sim,
Bandit,
no
bearing
bueno.
3254,
Because it breaks up your
66
field of view and it
kilometers,
puts, like,
at 6,000 meters,
a bit of a blind
hot.
zone at the edge of the monitor. I don't like that
1-1,
shit. I'd rather
Magic.
just have one screen
Bandit,
than
bearing
multiple.
9148 miles, at 12,000 feet, cold.
Turn
G-Lock.
on auto
Magic.
IFF, it's on the bottom left of the
Bandit,
ASL
bearing
page. One that says
1134,
LSS.
14
I'll
kilometers,
hit that up on the
at
ground.
4,000 meters,
Or when I
cold.
take off, rather.
Fish 4 to 1 Lucio, Magic. Bandit, bearing 3214, 16 kilometers, at 6,000 meters, hot. Circus 1 to 4 Roshsman, Magic. Bandit, bearing 3284, 53 kilometers, at 2,000 meters, cold. Thumbelina 1-1, Magic. Bandit, bearing 3083
Oh, you know what I
miles,
forgot? My rad
at
out.
5,000
I always
feet,
forget my rad
cold.
out. Always.
G-Rock,
We'll turn it
Magic.
on while we're rearming.
Bandit, bearing 3194, 6 kilometers, at 1,000 meters.
Oh, I hate the way
cold.
this thing lands. I hate this.
Circus 1 to 4 Roshsman, Magic. Bandit, bearing 3254, 63 kilometers.
The new system they have would be
6,000
even
meters,
worse. Like, I'm
flanking
sure it's
northwest.
great for landing on a carrier, but the new system sounds way worse for me. Dude, I'm trying to fly it like I'd fly a normal plane. Like, the control rigging is completely different in this to, like, a normal aircraft when you're landing. Like, I understand, I get it. I get why it's set up like that. I just don't like it. I'm a land-based pilot. I don't care if I can land on the ship or not. Like, I just don't like the way it's set up for landing because it's bizarre to me. It's the absolute opposite of what I'm used to. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Yeah, but it's still different than what I'm used to. I'm used to power for distance and then pitch for airspeed, but when I pitch for airspeed, it's with the stick, not with the fucking throttle. Like, it's just weird, dude. Nope. No. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Down. There we go. We'll just crack it.
Advise rearming. Copy.
Too slow and boring for landing? It is. It is, unironically. The phone call, did you answer the face track question? I only use one monitor to play the game. I'm using a Track IR5, it has no issues. I've never used any of the other face tracking systems, so I don't know if they have problems with one monitor, I don't know. But Track IR5, no issues with one monitor, and I think multiple monitors in a simulator like this is a liability because it kind of messes with your field of view. I'd rather have one big screen, not that mine is a big screen, than multiple small ones. Haven't seen Tawny for a while. Did a tree fall on him? He's sorting out some real life stuff, I think, at the moment. I'm not sure if it's another tree, so I guess we'll see. Let's do BVR in the 15. Don't really like flying the 15 that much. I'd like it more if it was full fidelity. It'd be more interesting. It's designed to let you fucking slam those wheels on deck, so it has characteristics comparative to a controlled stall on landing. Yeah. Yeah, like, I totally understand why it's rigged up the way it is, and if this is all you've flown, like, if this is all you've flown in your career, or you're trained on flying it for hours and hours, makes perfect sense. But for me, who mostly flies old school aircraft, this is completely backwards to me. It's like, it just hurts my brain to even think about. Whereas for Pom, this is normal and everything else is all fucked up. If you watch Pom, he flies everything like he flies the Hornet because he has so many fucking hours on the Hornet in DCS. I'm the opposite. I fly everything like I fly the MiG-21 because I have so many fucking hours on the MiG-21 in DCS. Need to get you a sailor outfit for stream. Need to get Pom one. Get the Revolutionary War uniform. It's a weird thing about the Hornet FCS is this AOA command thing in landing settings. The E-bracket? I mean, I understand the E-bracket. That's fine. It's not the E-bracket. What does it is that when you're trying to land the Hornet, you guys that fly it know this already, but for anyone who hasn't flown it in DCS, when you're landing the Hornet, it does this thing where you're meant to trim it for on speed and then just use the throttle to control pitch. Like, as you move the throttle, the nose will pitch noticeably up and down. And for me, that's completely fucked up, because I will naturally be moving the throttle to try and account for my distance on the runway, and it's bad. Really, really bad for me. I can't get my head around it. Would you consider the F-14 old school? Yeah, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's a 1960s jet. I mean, it entered service in the mid-70s, but that is a 1960s jet at its core. Okay, we are good to go. We'll go ahead and, before I forget,
3284 miles at 16,000 feet.
So take off.
Hot.
Yeah, I know the canopy's open. Seems like a large chunk of our team has switched to flying out of Kutaisi. I guess the action might have been getting a little close for them here or something, but we'll keep flying out of here for now. Fly everything like a BMS F-16. Yeah, you get a lot of time on one aircraft and it just kind of becomes second nature.
Tumbling 1-1, Magic. Merged, bearing, 5-9. At 11,000
Oh, you guys want to see something cool? The actual weight on wheels for the radar works now, finally, after how many years? Finally. Not just bad, Gurn, the worst. I am, in fact, the worst at planes. I will say the good thing about me usually streaming at this time of day is that it's the coolest part of the day.
Magic.
And so my PC has not made any on-fire smells yet.
At 11,000
It's been very unsettling. I think what's happening is it's so hot in here, and my PSU fan's a bit dicky. TX 650 fans are notoriously temperamental. And mine seems to be heating up to the point where it's just starting to off-gas. Like, it's not... There's no blown caps or anything, there's nothing in there visibly damaged, but it's just making hot electronic smells, which you don't generally want to be smelling from a PC. Especially not a PC that's, you know, nearly 10 years old. How's your World of Warships bullshipping going? Notice Wargaming got their hooks in you again. It's been alright. It seems like a multiple year break has actually made me a lot better at the game than I used to be in a lot of respects.
Magic. Bandit.
I've been playing it quite a bit lately because I'm trying to grind out something so I can get a nice new shiny battleship, but it's been alright to get back into. I was kind of missing it, so... I have had the occasional rage out moment because of pubbies, but it's not as bad as it used to be, I think. Sorry to burst your bubble, but no, the community's gotten worse. Well, see, I've mostly been looking after my own shit and not worrying so much about them, to be honest. There's, I think, only a couple of matches I've had where I was legitimately pissed off at someone, and it was because they straight up threw me under the bus. The nice thing, too, is you can actually complete the missions for the Hizen in co-op. And I saw the funniest thing the other day. I saw a guy getting, like, full-on tilted and raging out at his team in co-op. Like, bro, you got killed by bots. Don't put that on us. Like, who cares about their fucking win-loss ratio in co-op, my dude? Jesus Christ. Oh, no, Gurn, I saw a accusation fly the other day. Somebody in a Congo accused our entire team of aimbotting. That's right, they accused us of aimbotting, because apparently, if you can repeatedly click a target that's moving in a predictable straight line at a constant speed, that makes you, like, uncannily good at aiming.
Submarine 1-1. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 227 for 14 miles. At 11,000 feet. Hot.
The thing that gets me about World of Warships is the sheer amount of paper ships and the HE spamming cruisers. To be fair, not as many of the ships in that game are fully paper as people think, but it's not like World of Tanks where, like, a lot of the paper tanks actually did get built in metal. So a number of the Soviet ships, which are kind of paper ships, were actually laid down. They were just never completed because of World War II. Likewise, a few of the other projects are either ships that got converted into carriers or just got scrapped on the slipways. So it's not too bad, but, you know, you have got to fill it out somehow. I honestly don't think the balance is that bad. The HE spamming can get annoying at times, but if you're in a position where you can get HE spammed by more than one person, you've probably kind of done something wrong to begin with.
HJNQ.
Thanks for the resub, Gilson. Right, let's arm up. Airware. Are you not gonna? Okay, it's not going to. I'm gonna have to go through here. Azel.
Circus 1-4 Roshsman. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 3214. 70 kilometers. At 3,000 meters. Cold.
I did not hear that bearing at all. I wasn't listening. Dual Minotaur, one smoke, one radar was the ultimate cult. back, I think I've told this story on stream before, but back when the Kitakami was a thing, I saw the funniest shit. It was a pair of Shimikazes and a Kitakami in a ball of smoke. It was just off in one corner of the smoke, one corner of the map. Ball of smoke, perpetual smoke.
63 kilometers at 2,000
Thanks for the follow,
meters.
by the way, Rush.
Hot.
And out of that smoke, about every 30 seconds, came 40 torpedoes. Just in all directions. It was fucking hilarious. They had literally an entire quarter of the map locked down. If you went into that, you were gonna die. The fucking Kitakami was memes, dude. I kinda wish they didn't remove it. Fucking phone, I can't reach it. Hey Marduk. We're slumming it on the phone today, because my other monitor blew up. Well, it didn't really blow up, it just started making bad smells. And heating up to an unnatural degree. It was my old one, my second one. So, it was quite an old monitor to begin with, and it just burned up from old age, I think. Mixture of old age and heat stress. Yeah, it is a Hornet, because red team here on Blue Flag 80s were outnumbering blue 2-1, so I thought, I don't want to stack the teams worse as much as I prefer to fly red. Let's jump in the Hornet. Don't remind him, Seal. Jesus Christ. What are you doing, man?
Golly Polly 122 Fedoc_TV. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 103453 miles. At 28,000 feet. Hot. G-Rock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 794. 15 kilometers. At 3,000 meters. Flanking southwest.
It's right on the edge. I don't think my IFF's even working properly. I'm not sure how it works now. I haven't flown the Hornet since before they added the auto.
Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 105442 miles. At 32,000 feet. Hot.
It might be the antenna can't see.
G-Rock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 1304.
Yeah, I know, Josh. The new
25
PC's on the
kilometers.
way.
At
So
2,000 meters. Flanking
it's all
southwest.
good. Don't worry.
In 30 minutes. I say again, server restart in 30 minutes. Time to
That other guy's vanished, which is not good. That is true, Steve, but I was having issues with it at shorter ranges too. So I'm not sure if I got it configured properly.
Golly Polly 122 Fedoc_TV. Magic.
How are the teams
Bandit.
looking?
Bearing.
Still pretty heavily red.
1058 miles. At 35,000 feet. Hot. G-Rock. Magic. Bandit.
I always
Bearing.
forget how slow the Hornet
1584.
is.
22 kilometers. At 2,000
And I can't just let it climb in
Cold.
mill power, otherwise I end up just about stalling. you think Red would be this stacked if they didn't have F-14s? I guarantee it. There was only one person flying an F-14 when I joined the server. They only have A's as well.
It's
mostly Su-27s.
TV. Magic. Bandit. Bearing.
Bunch of 27s, couple 25s.
At 30,000 feet. Hot. G-Rock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 2984. 93 kilometers. At 9,000 meters. Flanking southwest.
I can't remember if having that selected filters out the hits or if it shows the hits. Not that it matters anyway, we're not going to see shit from here.
Golly Polly 1 to 2 Fedoc _ TV. Magic.
It's nice to see it populated.
Bandit. Bearing. 108411.
Gotta love that Australian internet. Catch you later, Josh. Yeah, I was just saying, Davey, it's nice to actually be able to get on it, because every time I've tried to fly on it before, it's been empty, or nearly empty. So it's nice to actually get a chance. I don't know if there's much point rejoining. We're not going to have time for another flight before the restart, but we'll hop back in anyway. It always takes a while for DCS to unfreeze when I join the server. Not for too much longer. Not for too much longer. Godauda. Oh, nobody's flying from Godauda anymore. Oh, Red. Right, I was looking at the wrong team. That would be why. I have a big brain. Very big brain. I'm flying the MiG-21 a bit lately in the server. Getting into fights with Hornets and Vipers is a lot of fun, especially when I win. Nice. Yeah, I usually fly the 29 when I play on here. I'm not quite brave enough to fly the 21 on it. I have flown the 21 on DDCS, though, with, you know, some results. Not amazing results, but some results. It hasn't been completely in vain. Having issues with the loadout menu disappearing on me when I go to click things.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
control. Fuel low. Fuel low. Flight control. Flight control.
Oh, that's interesting. It was clicking the fucking paddle switch. What? Weird. Not on this playlist, Wipe. It's on my other playlist, which I use when I'm flying red stuff. What's the frequency? $265. You're seeing way too much on Russian stuff when flying the Shark. Why not? It's an appropriate soundtrack for it. 2 lives left because of that disconnect. Alright, Fate.
The number you have reached has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Refueling complete.
Flight control. Flight control.
I think the reason I like this server most is the planes are actually divvied up onto their respective sides from the current time period, different to something like the GS server. Yeah, GS's teams are all fucked up. But that's because on GS it's mostly done to appease the players on there so they don't whine about, oh, this team's overpowered or this team's underpowered. That's why the plane sets are set up the way they are. Careful not to lose life with the server restart. Yeah, that's true. I don't think there's very much left. 20 minutes. 20 minutes is time for one quick flight. 20 minutes is a full MiG-21 sortie, but we're not in a MiG-21, so...
Spectre, Magic. Bandit, bearing, 18. 4, 85 kilometers. At 12,000 meters, hot.
Doesn't want to play nice with me. Oh, you know what I need to do?
Magic.
Set this up.
Bandit, bearing, 22. 4, 66 kilometers. At 12,000 meters, hot.
There we go.
Overlord 1-1. Dodge 1-1. Declare.
Spectre, Magic. Bandit,
I'm not
bearing,
really sure there's anything
19.
still airborne.
4,
Everyone's
46
probably
kilometers.
getting ready for
At
the
13,000
restart.
meters,
We'll see.
flanking southwest. Circus 1 to 4 Rochesman, Magic. Bandit, bearing, 2944, 95 kilometers. At 5,000 meters, flanking northeast.
Further up the coast towards Anapa. That's actually towards where we had that previous engagement. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get there in time. Yeah, Bra calls him metric for some reason. I'm not sure why. Because from memory on the
Magic.
60 server on Red Team, I was getting them in Imperial. So it's all backwards.
At 12,000 meters, flanking southwest.
Not really. I mean, I'm fluent in both systems. I've grown up with both, but if I'm in a Western aircraft, I prefer Imperial, because that's what it's instrumented in. If I'm in any sort of red aircraft, any Soviet aircraft, I prefer it in metric. If anyone gives me Imperial calls and I'm in a MiG-21, I am not a happy camper at all, because it... Like, I can do the conversion mentally, but it takes up brain power I don't have to dedicate to that, you know? I need to be thinking about the fight, not thinking about how many fucking feet to a meter. Does it recognize that it might do? I think that could be a possibility, but I'm not sure. I might have to ask how it works. Because I have my in-game measurement set to metric, because I GCI to red on Cold War sometimes.
Bandit, bearing,
So it's actually useful for that.
At 24,000
Or like when I'm setting up this stuff in the Mi 8. Uh-oh. Where's this from? Right there.
Flight control. Flight control.
Yeah, that has to be him.
Golly Polly 1 to 2 _TV. Magic.
Probably too low fall off to be much help.
56448 miles. At 29,000
Maybe
feet.
not.
Flanking northwest. G-Lock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing.
So not
58. 4. 92 kilometers. At 9,000 meters. Flanking northwest.
A whole little group of them down there. I wonder if they'd maybe taken that airfield. I can't get a good IFF on that guy, but I'm getting locked from that direction.
Golly Polly 1 to 2 Fedoc underscore TV. Magic.
Go over to
Bandit.
him.
Bearing.
He's the actual
47445 miles. At 41,000 feet. Flanking northwest. G-Lock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 484.
We'll give him
76
Fox
kilometers.
roll.
At 12,000 meters. Flanking northwest.
I don't like this. I think the other guy's getting kind of close. Yep.
Golly Polly 1 to 2 Fedoc underscore TV. Magic. Bandit. Bearing.
Oh, don't freeze now,
5,429
DCS.
miles. At 17,000 feet. Hot. G-Lock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 484. 50 kilometers. At 5,000 meters. Hot.
Altitude. Altitude.
It's a bit dark.
Golly Polly 1 to 2 Fedoc underscore TV. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 54411 miles. At 18,000 feet. Hot.
Jesus.
G-Lock. Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 584. 25 kilometers. At 6,000 meters. Hot.
Yeah, they got me. I think I got one of them. Look at all those missile trails. Holy shit. Did I get him? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. That is a lot of dudes. Su-27, another one over there. I think I ran into their entire team. We are a little bit outnumbered here on blue. Just a little bit. I might just wait for the server restart before I reslot. It should be pretty shortly. 10 minutes there, and that was a minute ago. Yeah, it's not enough time for another flight, so we'll just chill out and chat for a bit, I guess. Join after the restart? Excellent. Where am I right now? You're in Bizarro land, Lumber. That's where you are right now. Yeah, it must, if she's making calls in Imperial to other people, I've been tuning out anything for other people, then it probably is based on what your own units are set to, which is a pain. I'm going to have to remember to change it every time I fly a different team. I mean, it's clever, but I wish there was an actual, like, option in the F10 menu or something for it. Pulls my track R at the moment so I don't make you guys seasick. Don't know if the PowerShell script extension for turning Windows 10 into legacy Windows GUI still works or is it even updated anymore. God damn it. Well, I guess we'll find out. Like, I want to configure my Windows 10 install when I do actually jump on it as closely to my Windows 7 install as I can. I really miss me with all that fucking modern shit. I just want it to behave like Windows 7, except compatible with the new DCS patch. That's all I care about. Don't want any of the extra shit, don't want any of the voice activation stuff, don't want any of the fucking widgets, just give me a basic operating system without all the extra fluff that works. What's your favourite cruiser and why is it Minotaur? I haven't actually played the Minotaur. I think as far as I've gone up the British cruiser line is... Edinburgh? I think that's the highest tier I've got. I could be wrong. I am quite partial to Atago though. Like, I know it's one of the oldest ships in the game, but it was a lot of fun when it came out, and it's still a lot of fun. What gets me is the weight on wheels for the radar on the 16 works since day one. Yeah, and it still doesn't work for the F5. So I don't know what's going on there. Do people at Wargaming just like not talk to each other? And especially with like some of the flight model quirks that both the Hornet and the F5 and the F16 all demonstrate, which makes you kind of scratch your chin and wonder. Like, they seem to share some attributes in terms of flight model, but then you go over to the systems modeling and one has something that they should all have and the others don't. Like, it makes no sense. But I'm hoping that this year we start to see some real desperately needed improvements to DCS. I think they'll come, finally. Fingers crossed. Someone amassed 1 million bent airframes. No, just a big team stack. That's all it took. Should I get this game on Steam or from its own website? Also, is there any differences? Not really. If you get the standalone version, it has its own proprietary launcher, which can sometimes cause issues depending how much attention you pay to what you're doing. There was an issue where someone had it wipe their entire hard drive because they installed it to like a root level directory without noticing. It shouldn't allow you to do that. The fact that it did was kind of worrying, but generally there's not much of a difference. The sales are about the same, but they happen slightly at different times. So the Steam sale usually happens a week or a couple of weeks after the standalone sale. Some modules take longer to come to Steam. For instance, the MiG-19 took about a month and a half or 2 months to come to Steam, whereas things like the F-14 were available right away on Steam. So we get patches the same time standalone does. We don't have to wait for them like people say we do. I'm on the Steam version myself just because I use Steam for everything else, so it's more convenient for me. I don't like having a million different standalone installers cluttering up my PC, even though that is the current trend in the gaming industry, and I fucking hate it. But generally, I just say choose whatever's best for you. If you use Steam a lot for other things, get the Steam version. If you really desperately want to be able to change specific versions of the game, say to roll back 2 patches or whatever, the standalone version's better for that. You can switch between open beta, which is what everyone plays in multiplayer, and stable on Steam, but you can't roll back to a specific version like you can with the standalone. The standalone install is better for that, but in other ways I'd say it's maybe a little more clunky than the Steam version. Radiag, I don't even think there's an hour delay anymore. It's usually within less than an hour. In fact, I think it's down to within half an hour now. It used to be slower though. Like when I first started playing, it was definitely slower. I think we had to wait for a couple hours. Alright, I I think I'm mostly caught up on chat now. Can change it in game, no need to restart. Check F10 menu other. I thought I did, but I didn't notice it. I'll check it when the server restarts. Little Valley there's such a classic PvP spot, yeah. Yeah, the valleys around Sochi are fantastic for stuff like this. Actually, one of the first things I did when the F14 came out was I just hot started it in the air and just did a valley run straight from Sochi all the way up to pretty much up to Nalchik, basically just hugging the mountains. Then I doubled back through them up to Mykop and landed with like about 10 pounds of fuel. It was a lot of fun. Do I need a password for Blue Flag? No. Ross hates everything he isn't used to. Look, there's no reason to change it. There's nothing wrong with the Windows 7 interface. I don't need any of the shit Windows 10 has. Like, the thing is, people design interfaces now for multi-platform capability. I'm not on a fucking phone or a tablet or my TV. I don't need this multi-platform shit. I'm on a PC. I'm used to a PC interface. Like, I've been using Windows since I was 6. Like, I don't need all this fancy touchscreen shit. Just give me a fucking start menu and a taskbar, and I'm happy. Oh yeah, when you join, you need to put in which team you want to be on. So put in red if you want to join red, blue if you want to join blue. So it team locks you for... I think it's... I'm not sure if it's like a day or if it's the duration of that specific campaign. Picked up the Hurricane for IL-2 and Tank Crew. Need to upgrade my video card this summer for. I need to actually bind up my controls for the tanks. I haven't done that yet. Hey, Gypsy! A long time no see indeed. We're just waiting for Blue Flag to restart. We're going to hop back probably in the Hornet and fail our way to the top some more. Yeah, the server's sitting out now because it's about to restart. I could have sworn I got that last guy there. He must have driven the both the Sparrow and the Sidewinder into a tree. Okay, there we go. Server restarting. Let's hop out and wait for it to come back up. Does Blue have F-14s? I don't know. I haven't checked. Red has the F-14A, but I don't know if Blue has the 14. I know, right? No, there was a massive team stack, so, you know, I'm not a fan of contributing to team stacks. I'd rather counter them. It's actually really cool. Look at this. 36 of 50 on Modern. We had 40-something on 80s just then. So we had more players on 80s than there were on Modern. It's good to see. Let's make that a trend, guys. Let's get more people into the Cold War stuff. CPU just bought is slightly better than mine, so it should be a big upgrade. Oh yeah, like, I'm expecting to, like, not have 100% perfect amazing performance from DCS while streaming, because it's DCS, let's be real. But it's going to be a huge improvement, and put it this way, I'm so used to having ancient PCs that actually playing with a constant frame rate above 60, it doesn't matter if it's like 61, if it's more than 60 frames and it's consistent, it's going to be mind-blowing to me. Like, I'm so used to, you know, between 30 and 50 and stuttering and freezing and... so it should be a huge change. Really huge change. And it won't just be a plus for DCS either. Armor should run better. A lot of things should run a lot better. And having the nice big M2 as well, I can put DCS on that and maybe one or two other games. Probably DCS and Armor. And then I can use my existing SSD, which isn't an M2, it's just a SATA SSD. I can use that for stuff which I need to load fast, but not as fast. So that's good. I've still got the spare SSD that I was going to upgrade to Windows on as well. So I've now got quite a bit of fast storage. Been missing a couple streams, but what components did you get? Super Retarded has the list. I basically had him give me a list of stuff to get because I do not understand parts. I know how to put a PC together, I know how to make it run, but I do not know which parts are the best. I don't know how to get through all the marketing talk and actually figure that out. How come Cold War stuff got popular? Did the free trials expose people to a world outside Gen 4 planes? I think yes. I think as well that just because a lot more people have been playing on the servers, it draws in more new players. Like, when the regulars play on the server constantly, it draws in new players, and the free trials always seem to bring them in too. So because we've been able to keep Cold War populated so much over the past year, it's really started to pick up people. How long does the server take to restart? A couple minutes by the looks of it. Blown away, my 50 frames at minimum got turned in 150 frames in the same conditions. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be wild. Can't wait. Last Saturday, there were like 40 people on Korea. I wanted to get on, but my sleep has been all over the place lately, so I think I was on the verge of collapsing when that happened. So I just went to bed instead. I've heard that the teleporting problems are mostly solved on the Korean server, so that's a big plus. That would definitely get players on there. Because that's really what held that server back, I think, over the past year or so, is the teleporting really kills gunfights, and it was really bad on there. It seems like server performance does have some influence on it. I don't think it is a server problem, I think it's a netcode problem, but it seems that it is influenced by the server, so... I think what they did was they just ran a headless client, like a no-render client, on a really powerful machine, got rid of all the ground units, made it just player slots only, and that boosted the performance enough to make it stop freezing up. So I need to fly out in the fish bed with you and Lumber so I can exemplify awful damage. We can share that one around. We can all be terrible airmen. We gotta get the whole gang on. We gotta get like 10 people in MiG-21s just flying as a massive murder group. Legit a beaver. Thanks for the follow. I'm down. Hell yeah, dude. It was like start of last year. We actually had a situation where there were so many of us on all at once on comms. We had like 3 or 4 separate groups of 3 or 4 MiG-21s each, just roving around the map, killing everything. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's no teleporting on Korea when I was on last weekend. Yeah, I was on, I think about 2 weeks ago, and it was just perfectly smooth. It was wonderful. I got my ass kicked, but it was a lot of fun at least. Absolutely hilarious. 10 21s with a GCI acting as a swarm. Yeah, Warp was GCIing us. He can attest to how hilarious it was. Blue team could kind of get out of an upper, but they couldn't get very far from it. I think the furthest they got was Krimsk. It was just... It was a feeding frenzy. It was like watching sharks in operation. It was just so many of us buzzing around. I automatically start looking on the red slots. Oops. So we're flying from Gdowda. Let's grab ourselves a Hornet. In Discord, I'm just on SRS. Because I think there are actually people using it today. I also kind of don't want to be running Discord in the background while I'm doing this, because my PC is struggling a bit lately. Let's get my tracker set back up because I've been fidgeting around a lot. My whole setup's moved because I've had to put the second monitor in the front room. It was stinking up the flat that badly. So I've had to shuffle everything around a bit. I should probably make a pre-made load. Oh, no, not that. I should probably make a pre-made loadout for this, so I don't have to go through and do it by hand every time. I always say, I'm always like, I should make a loadout for this. I should make a loadout for this. I never fucking do it.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Nope. Imagine if we could set up road base for the 21s. I'd love to do that. Apparently there are some issues though, because the nukes, like the entire warehouse is available for them, including the nukes. So that could end poorly. Actually, I kind of want to have a mission, and I don't know if this would work on Cold War because, you know, it's a bit too disorganized there at times for something like this. But I kind of wish we had a mission where there's a single nuke, Red has a single nuke, and a 21 has to deliver it somewhere, and Blue's entire job is to stop that 21 from nuking whatever the objective is. Like a mission with serious consequences if you fuck up on both teams. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. Potentially also a server killer though, so I'm not sure if it would be the best idea. Okay, that's on, that's sorting itself out. I think we're mostly good in the APU. I'm not sure what's going on with the IFF. That's a bit odd, a bit worrying. Okay, what was it, 26 something? 265, I think? Yeah, 265. Oh, no. There we go. And then let's just set this 303. So if Saber and I need to chat, we can set it to that. If he's still listening. Any reason you took 7Fs? I did take MHs. Pretty sure I took MHs. I'll have to double check when it loads me out, but I'm pretty sure I took them. Ah, yep, there we go. Okay. So they've changed the way that works now. In the last flight I did earlier? Did I? I might have misclicked or something. Or I probably didn't configure it properly in time or something. Yeah, 303 for COM 2. Oh, you know what? I should probably wait until they load me out before I do that.
Flight control. Flight control.
Rearming complete.
Hello?
Saber mic check.
Loud and clear. I'm not entirely sure I've got my shit set up right, but I can hear you.
Say again. Saber mic check.
Loud and clear. Am I on the right? This radio is too complicated for me already.
Mic check. Loud and clear. This is Felt. I'm running a repair crate from Kashuri up to Java real quickly. Hopefully I can get there before they show up.
This is a Track IR5, which I've had for quite a long time. I go through these clips at a rate of 1 every 2 or 3 years. The biggest issue with the track IR system is that the clips are quite flimsy. The Delrin clip ones seem more solidly built. I just haven't used one. I have a couple friends that use them though. I have it pushed all the way out to the side so I don't accidentally blank it with the side of my head, and also because my the actual camera for it's offset to the side as well. Okay, I think we're good to go.
FELT 737, Magic. Bandit, bearing 339454 miles, at 32,000 feet, hot.
Does server disable your hammocks? No, I just have it turned off because it shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't think you can disable it. I thought you could assign like a random failure to it, but I don't know. Well, I just have it turned off because it shouldn't be a thing on here. It's the 80s. We don't have it, damn it. Admit it, you just need it for a stable connection to the mothership. When I was born, I did actually have an antenna, because I was like a month late, and so they attached like a little fucking thermometer or something to my head. So I literally came out with a fucking antenna. Should have known right then there would be problems.
FELT 737, Magic. Bandit, bearing 334446 miles, at 40,000 feet, hot.
Okay, let's go EW, put this on. Get that up on the HUD, and then open the Azel. Auto IFF. I think that's IFF, I'm not sure actually. Oh no, there we go. No. No. This is the IFF field of view, so I'll set that to 40. There's a lot of IFF buttons, Jesus Christ. I'm more able to see infrared? I don't know. I would imagine not, but... There are people who are, like, sensitive to certain things that other people aren't. You know, there's, like, I'm very sensitive in sense of smell. I can pick up the scent of smoke from so far away, it's not even funny, but... Like, there are people who are genuinely so well tuned to something, it's scary, but I don't think there's anyone that can actually see IR. I think they'd be a fucking medical miracle if they could. God, to Chernobyl, maybe. You know about that one. Awardable Yeti. Awardable Yeti. Jesus, I can read well. Thanks for the follow. Trying to figure out where that name's from. I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. Jesus, I'm dumb. Animals can see IR? Yeah, some of them can see ultraviolet as well. bees can see in ultraviolet. That's how they use, or that's how they find flowers, rather. So they're really sensitive to the colors yellow and purple, and blue as well. Depressing when your hearing just slowly fades away. Mine, I haven't noticed the hearing loss so much yet, but I do get tinnitus quite badly. My sister is basically deaf. Like, she needs a hearing aid. She's needed a hearing aid since she was about 20. But I think she has... Like, the thing is, she is technically deaf, but I think she has the same problem I do, where my hearing is fine. Like, I do have a little bit of permanent hearing loss, mostly in my right ear from shooting. And when I was in the army, I had lots of loud noises happening on, you know, either side of my head, but... like, I think she has the same issue I do, which is I can't filter the sounds. I can hear them fine, but I can't filter them. So there's some sort of fucked up shit going on in the processing part of my brain, which makes it very hard for me to pick out. Especially, like, speech. If there's any background noise, I can't understand what's being said to me. So I have to get people to repeat themselves 4 or 5 times in a conversation just because there's some background noise and I can't understand what they're saying. It's very frustrating. Wear your goddamn earplugs always? Yes! Except when somebody decides to cut loose a burst from a fucking Minimi without warning you. I've also had Dad do that with one of his hunting rifles, let it off right next to my head without warning me he was going to do it, because he's deaf, he assumes we all are as well. And I've also had an out-of-battery explosion, which was very, very, very loud. I accidentally closed SRS and it won't let me reconnect manually, so I have to reconnect. If you reslot, I think it auto-connects you as well. Nope, we got some customers. Oh god, we got a lot of customers. Oh no! This is not looking good already. To set the target size to small, but it should be alright. I'm back in slap 18-year-old me running around the ramp thinking it's manly, you just get irate by APUs and engines. Yeah. No, I've done quite a lot of dumb shit hearing-wise. It's a wonder I still have hearing at all. But, you know, when you're young and invincible, that kind of shit doesn't apply to you, right? Same reason I didn't bother going to physio after I stuck my knee up. I did for like 2 sessions and I was just like, I can't be arsed.
Magic. Bandit. Bearing. 249433 miles. At 46,000 feet. Hold.
Right there. I'm a bit low for what I'd like to do here.
FELT 737, Magic. Bandit, bearing, 241442 miles, at 46,000 feet, hold.
Of course he's going to dive for the deck, that's exactly what I'd expect. That is a lot of Su-27s. I should probably not engage them, I'm just going to pull away, we'll circle back later maybe. That is like sketchy as all fuck off. I don't want any part of that. Okay, we'll turn back into him.
FELT 737, Magic. Bandit, bearing 65446 miles, at 20,000 feet, flanking southeast.
Ross, are you there?
Yep. We got a whole bunch of flankers pretty much straight north of Gudauta. I think he's trying to bait me. Closure rate's quite low. I'd say he's trying to draw me into this other guy. Maybe not. Oh, shit, there's a second one here.
FELT 737, Magic.
Oh yeah, he's
Bandit,
much
bearing
closer.
76446 miles, at 19,000 feet, flanking southeast.
Box one. It's gonna probably trash it behind that mountain. Oh my god, I saw that R73. I think it was an R73. 27? Don't know. I just got fucking smacked in the face. I should have seen that coming. Can you tell I am not good at BVR? Oh, I got a reslot. I may actually... I got 2 lives left. Used all 3 of your lives? What? Oh no, that's right, because I died last time. Shit. Never mind. Never mind. Because of that internet drop I had earlier, I've just lost all of my lives. I guess we'll go check Cold War. I use Track IR. That's what this is. Knowing my luck, that was probably an AI, not even a player. Oh, Cold War's filled up. It's on 2 towns now. And Red needs people. Can't you recover lives flying transport? Probably, but we'll just go on Cold War for a bit. I was going to jump on here originally anyway, but it was empty when I first got on. I feel kind of bad for abandoning Saber on there, but I didn't realize I only had 1 life left. Yeah, more fighters is more good. It's like people have actually been using R3Rs. We'll go with doubles. Because it's probably going to be pretty spicy over there. No, we don't need that. It's not cold enough.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
Might just set that to automatic. Sorry, Saber, I forgot I only had 1 life left. I got popped right away.
Первый. 108. 5 пунктов точку.
I flew into the entire of red team, apparently.
Первый. 104. 5 пунктов ближайшую цель.
Now, this mission does cause me some pretty severe performance issues at the moment, because I assume because of the smoke. So it might turn into a bit of a slideshow. Be warned, guys. I like this mission, but it's getting to the point where my PC can't handle it. So that shouldn't be a problem with the new rig. But it'll be a probably at least another 2 or 3 weeks before I'm on the new PC. I'm also probably not going to stream for as long as I usually do today, just because I don't want to blow my PSU up. It is making the bad hot smells already, so I want to overstress my PC. Do you know the 21 even with 6 missiles and full internal fuel has 1.08 TWR with the yeet switch? Oh my god, beautiful. None at the moment, Zwipe, because the one I was going to order is not available. But I can always grab one once I've built the rest of the PC. I mean, if need be, I can run this card in it for the first couple weeks while I wait for them to restock. Forgot to align your INS? What INS? There is none. All you have to align, and this is the horizontal gyro, which I did. Into a PC build stream? Probably not, to be honest. I'm most likely going to be out at my parents' place when I build it. And they do not have good internet there. What does the gyro do? It just gives you your compass bearing and your artificial horizon. So the MiG-21's compass isn't like an actual old school magnetic compass. It feeds info into the gyro, which then feeds it to this HSI. So this is not displaying magnetic north, it displays true north. Which makes sense if you consider how often the Soviets had to operate at extremely high northern latitudes. Or longitudes, rather. Wait, no, latitudes. Latitudes is around, longitudes is the other way. 1080 is good, though. I don't even have a 1080, I'm on a 1050 at the moment. The issue with that is, if you lose that gyro, you have no compass at all. There's no backup whiskey compass in this jet, so you have to just make a guess, basically, as to where you're going. It can be a bit of an issue at times. Clouds will barely affect performance. That's what they say. That's what they say. There are a lot of things that ED say barely affect performance, and I can tell you, they fucking affect performance a lot. I will believe them when I see them. When I see that, basically, I don't trust that. Oh no, it's fine. It's optimized. because of, like, the system they use to test optimization is a fucking monster of PC anyway. Yeah, it's a 1050 Ti. I'm not sure about next update, the one after probably. I'd imagine the one after. Because they said they're going to stop support of Windows 7 on the patch after next. So I suspect they'll probably do that at the same time the clouds arrive. But I could be wrong. Question about the 21. If I fire multiple missiles, I end up with a very uneven loadout and a rolling airplane. Okay, so the way you counter that is you try and fire one off each wing in sequence. The aircraft will fire them left to right, basically, if left to its own devices. So what I do if I'm double racking R60s is I'll set the pylon selector wheel here to one of the inboard racks, and I'll fire one missile, then I'll switch it to the other one, fire another missile, then switch it back. So you have to manually toggle between. Otherwise it will fire them both off the same wing, and then you end up with a roll that you can't counter because the MiG-21 has no roll trim. MiG-21 is pitch trim only, no roll trim, no yaw trim. It's the only Mikoyan fighter that doesn't have roll trim. Right, 8 for 80, they're still a ways out. So yeah, pretty much the only thing I use the pylon selector for when I'm doing air-to-air stuff is just making sure that the missiles go off the wings evenly. Now, if I'm in a real messy fight, I can sometimes forget to do that, and then I have to just counter the roll trim with a bit of stick input. Or, not the roll trim, but the roll tendency with a bit of stick input, but I always try and fire one off each wing. Volumetric doesn't mean bad if done half decently. Yeah, but again, ED are not known for their optimization skills. Like, they've done some wonderful things with this game, but optimization is not one of them. So, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it, but I should have the new PC set up by then anyway, so it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't affect me. What HOTAS do you use? Thrustmaster Warthog. I've got to fix my left throttle, so out of the two throttles, only the right one works. The sensor on the left throttle is stuffed. I don't know what happened to it. It's been broken for about 1.5 years now. It broke literally a month after the end of warranty. I like the control layout of the Warthog, but the slew sensor is quite bad, the hats aren't the best, and the build quality is not good. That's my overall sort of thing with Thrustmaster, is the build quality is horrible. So if you only use it on weekends for a couple of hours, it'll probably last you forever. I have like 2,500 hours in DCS, most of it in things like the MiG-21. It has not lasted me very well at all. The stick gets very loose, like the tailpieces are only held tight by one screw internally, so it eggs out and it gets really sloppy. I have to tighten that down pretty much every other week. So it's a good setup, but the actual build quality is just not there. The engineering is kind of borderline, in my opinion. Oh, hello. Right there. So 9-4 for 8, we got somebody there. Loud and clear. Fox 2 F5 chasing MiG-21. that may have killed both of them. Oops. That's for me. We're off to a great start today. I was so busy chatting, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on around me. So everything you saw me do just there, don't do that. I should have had my weapons ready much earlier and the radar on. I don't know if the F5 hit him physically, or if my missile proxy fused on one of them and killed them both. I think that was my missile that actually killed them both. It shows 0 score, which would suggest it did in fact get a team kill and a kill on him. Oh dear. People have done it to me, so whatever. It happens. Can't be a good example, you can at least be a horrible warning. Yes! I think I embody that. I live that every day. I was worried that the missile was going to track the 21. Like, that was a really marginal shot just because of how close together they were. And then I thought, the separation should be enough. Took the shot, and it fucking killed him anyway. Like, after all that, I could have just shot it in the first place and not worried. But I am impressed that it did that, because the R60's warhead is basically just like, it's a cylinder filled with like wet lettuce leaves, pretty much. That's its warhead. It usually doesn't even explode one plane, the one it hits, so I'm surprised it took out both. It's really rare for it to do that to anybody, let alone 2 aircraft at once. Figures the one time it does is when there's a teammate there.
Second K50, fly lower the 5-star out.
What's your opinion on the emergency afterburner switch? I use it all the time if I'm at low altitude. If I'm in a dogfight at low altitude, that switch goes on. Unless I really don't need it, if I'm fighting something with no thrust at all, it goes on. In a time of war, if your life's in danger, you're going to use it. Now, of course, DCS doesn't simulate burning through engines at a prodigious rate. If it did, that might temper my usage a bit, but, like, the thing is, everyone in DCS fucking min-maxes to some extent or other, so I'm not gonna hobble myself for, you know, for realism's sake if they're not. I already do to a degree. I don't do the beam locking shit anymore, but I have no issues with using the emergency afterburner. I wish there was actually a consequence for it, though, like for overusing it. Maybe if you stay in the same jet and you just run it without letting the burner cool off, maybe it should melt the engine. I don't know. I feel like DCS needs more limitations to kind of bring people into line. Because all of us do it to some extent or other. You know, we all do things the aircraft probably shouldn't be doing. Thanks for the Prime sub there, Chocolate. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Limit supposedly 3 minutes. Scared using it first. Yeah, 3 minutes and then 30 seconds of cooling, then another 3 minutes, but I don't think the limit's actually modeled in DCS. If it is, I haven't noticed. If you haven't won the fight within 3 minutes anyway, you're probably going to die regardless. Let's be real. Everyone in DCS just turns on burners once they get in the fight. Aren't most militaries teaching parts fight without burners on to avoid getting a heater up the tailpipe? I don't know if they teach them necessarily to fight without burners, but they teach them to come out of burner if the enemy is in a position for a missile shot. If you're in a dogfight, generally you're going to have the blowers on, but if you suspect they're in parameter for a missile, you come out of burner and flare. Which I try to do in this, but the MiG-21's throttle response is so slow, it doesn't help much. You know, by the time you notice a missile, it's too late. What the fuck is locking me? Are they seriously? Oh, wow. Yeah, they're coming over the ridge. Oh, boy.
Do we have friendly fighters above AO?
I just took off. I think they're hanging around over the ridge between the two valleys. I can see 4 or 5 dots there. I'd normally leave that off a little longer, but we might need it here in a second. Yeah, I have not noticed engine overheats in anything in DCS, except the Warbirds. I haven't noticed it in any of the jets. Even when you get like a hung compressor stall in Sabre, it doesn't seem to do much.
Dash, are you on comms?
No, it's actually...
Orel, are you on comms?
Guns armed, weapons are ready to go. We're still
Yep.
carrying our belly tank. We'll drop it when we get a bit closer.
You have eyes on the F5 on your 6? Just visual. He's right in on your 6. What do you think?
Sabre, is
Ross,
that a pair of dots off my nose?
Yes, 07931.
On it.
F5 is trailing.
Get him to drag high if possible.
Orel, can you turn to 256? You have a friendly who will help you.
I can see both of you on radar, but you're too close together. If you can kind of get...
The F5 got me with your...
Shit, there's another incoming. He's still flying, he's damaged, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm getting ejection. Oh, okay. He's definitely not flying that, huh? Ross, you're at 6 for 9.
Got one locked.
Flanking from left to right.
Yes, sir.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
Box 1. Box 1.
Neither truck.
Box 2. Splash.
Good kill. F5. 107 for 19 cold. He just disappeared raw. 085 for 28 FA6. Flanking right to left.
68 for 12. Hot.
Altitude. Oh, I see him. Off my nose now, correct?
Correct. Second F5 Ross. 077 for 12. Hot. Midnight. 078 for 28.
Oh, don't freeze now. Don't freeze now. Fox 2.
Ross
two again.
at F5 pop-ups. Pop-up Ross flare. F5 is flying in behind you. Flare.
Too slow. I need to not play with F-86s at all. I wasted too much time on him, should have stuck with the F5s. I don't know why my R3Rs didn't track on that first guy, he's probably too low. Might have got the ground quarter. I also waited a bit too long to fire the first one, I think. So I probably didn't have room to make that turn. I'm not flying my best today, guys, bear with me. I have had a bit of a break from DCS over the past week.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
Hot. Angels 3.
Copy.
Первый, 105-й. Дайте путь на ближайшую цель.
Midnight, the F5 you're chasing is at 083 for 11 cold.
Первый, 102-й. Дайте путь на ближайшую цель. Первый,
Jack rate 093 for 21.
Hey, Jubble.
An A for 14.
второй. Дайте путь на ближайшую цель.
Oh, look at all these MiGs. Beautiful.
At Angels 3.
Copy that, looking high.
You should be about off your 1 o'clock nap. 5 kilometers. You're about to merge. He's to your 2 o'clock now. 3, you're merged.
Первый,
250 for 3 cold. Midnight. He is from you 093 for 15.
первый, 108-й.
Jack rigs 24544.
Copy that, not Sally, but I'm gonna burn to her.
Midnight 098 for 10. Hot. Midnight is now 110 for 6.
Tally F.
Midnight, be Be advised, Harrier 083 for 30.
Fox Jeff. Splash F5.
No, someone lost their canopy.
Good kill, Zachrix.
Someone's a convertible.
Gazelle 095 for 16.
Copy that.
Midnight, that Gazelle is 110 for 10 from you.
I'll leave that in filtering mode.
Zachrix 075 for 19.
Copy that.
She feels very shaky. That is generally a bad sign in the MiG-21. Why is she
Midnight, you
shaking?
just passed the Buddy 21. For both of you, that Gazelle is 063 for 12. Laurel, Harrier 079 for 43. Hot at 1,000. Zachrix off your nose, 5 kilometers.
Gazelle. Yep, got it.
I think I
Zachrix
may
at
have it
midnight
damaged
at
fuel there.
5107 for 25.
It's building speed very slowly.
Splash Gazelle.
We'll get someone to do a BDA on
The
this
F5
if
is
we
114
land.
for 19. Hot, Angels 5.
Copy that.
He is now 142 for 11.
I'm gonna try to climb.
RB, he is now 170 for 6, flanking left to right. He's turning hot. Midnight, he is 165 for 9. Zachrix off your 2 o'clock now, 2 kilometers. 5,000. Merged, that. Midnight, you're 1 o'clock now. Midnight merge to your right. Zachrix 006 for 6.
Copy that, climbing.
550. Radar's still not warmed up yet.
He is now down at Angels 1. He is 060 for 3. Off your 4 o'clock now.
I'm glad you're enjoying the playlist. This is actually my, usually I use a different playlist when I'm flying, the MiG-21. But I was flying the Hornet earlier, so I got my Synthwave playlist on. I might swap them over a bit later.
Zach, he's now 20447, cold, 2,000.
I think you slashed my buddy, is that right?
Still no radar.
Yes.
Alright, copy that.
Flash the IS down.
Dust on the
Good job.
screen, of course.
Oral and Lazy.
I need to get a version of that one, but with an R3R instead of the teddy bear.
29.
I really need to get that done. Radar's still not awake. 103 for 50. Oh, he's high. He is high. Please, radar, wakey wakeys. Let's go. It's R3.
Magic, Zachary, I'm about 1.25 tank. I'm gonna RTB. Roger.
Magic 2F5 in front of me, 25 kilometers, it's RAF.
Say again?
2 F5s in front of me, 20 kilometers, it's RAF.
RAF?
Yeah, the RF
Yes.
guys.
Check their names. On my nose, 15 kilometers.
Yep.
Oh, who lost the picture?
I'm having trouble seeing. There's so much going on. I have 2 nose. Lazy, 135, off the nose, merge. Just passed off your nose.
Yeah, I know that is it RAF or not? That's what I need to know.
No, it's Quintanator.
Okay, good.
Just lost contact on one up ahead.
I'm only 6.
Oh,
It's friendly.
here, 9 o'clock, 2 kilometers.
There's the enemy up ahead. Oh. No. IFF just came up friendly.
Okay, guns 1.
No, that is enemy. No, it's blinking friendly and enemy. What the
Well,
fuck?
just passed to your left with friendly 21.
Saber, I've got something off my nose that's blinking enemy and friendly at the same time. Is it a 2-ship of enemy or is it a friendly with a fucked up IFF?
All I see off your nose right now are 2 friendlies.
Okay, well one of them's having IFF problems because he keeps turning into a hostile dot.
Lazy, did you splash that guy?
Yep.
Alright. Lazy, Ross, 2-ship, F5, 061 for 30, Angels, 1.5. Steve, same target, 064 for 21. Steve,
Flame fast, you have marked targets with red smoke.
Oral, Papa, F5, 103 for 5.
Ross Montali 2 radar.
There is a second 2-ship of F5s, 13 kilometers behind that first 2-ship.
Scene.
Steve, 00847.
First pair faded.
This is Striker. Magic Striker 1-1. Where would you like a group site setup? Ross, 023 for 10. On the deck. Hot. 2-ship. Ross, 8 o'clock. Merge. Oral. 2-ship
don't freeze
F5,
now,
322
DCS.
for 9.
No.
Ross, they are now off your 11 o'clock, turning left.
I think I see one.
There's one in front, one in back there, right in trail of each other. Steven, engaging the high one.
No, I see a 21.
Ross, to your left. Just Fox 2 again. Fox 2. Ross, on your 6. 2-ship, F5.
I see nothing.
1 kilometer, keep turning left. Keep going, keep going.
Oh yeah, I see. They're above.
Splash, F5. Close to the friendly mid.
I could use a hand over
Ross,
here.
there's one pulling in on your 6
Yeah,
right now.
I need a hand. I can't fight these.
All the friendlies are busy right now. Oral, F5.
Fucking.
180 for 3.
Oh my god, I'm so bad today. I mean,
Dash,
the
are you on
extra
call?
missiles
Can you see Stag? I doubt it.
Oral, to your 9 o'clock now. He's flying in behind you.
Can you divert anyone that's not busy to me, please? I'm fighting at least 2 here and I can't win this.
There is Dash coming to you, but he will kill you first.
Yeah, he's not on comms.
I stalled out. We're not having a good day today. Yeah, it would, Super Retarded. I forgot to do it. They dropped behind that ridgeline, popped off my radar, and by the time I knew where they were already behind me. If the F5's already behind you, by the time you know it's there, you've already lost. I should have just gone straight past him. Should have ignored him. There's no sense trying to turn around if they're already behind you setting up. In fact, I'm gonna just take 2 R60s. This is way too draggy with 4. There's a lot of targets, which is why I had the full missile loadout, but it's just too draggy. It's way too fucking draggy.
Перезарядка по плану. Принял.
And played DCS in like 2 weeks. Probably be having the same time myself. Yeah. Well, I have on days and off days, and there's no rhyme or reason to what kind of day it's going to be, and today's an off day, I guess.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
In the entity, are you on comms? Greedle, are you on comms?
Affirmative, Breedle checking in.
Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Roger, fly. 090 for 58 F5, flanking right to left. 3000. Cold
090, Breedle 2.
Cold Viper 0190 for 9 F5, turning cold.
Cold War? Yeah, I am. I'm not having a good run of it today, though. Dancing with an R60 in each hand? Yeah, that would be a good one. That'd be a really good one. Yeah, it's all good, Saber. I didn't realize they were actually turning in on me until it was too late. I should have just egressed from that. Shouldn't have committed. I was also too heavy. I was bringing full missile loadouts with the idea that there'd be lots of easy targets, but...
just shot down a friendly C-25.
No way. Again? No, he needs to be put down. No. And that's the Grim Reaper's training, you see, probably.
Breedle 110 for 30. Cold on the deck. Ship F5 carrier.
Yeah, keep your speed up, 800 kilometers an hour.
Cold Viper 145 for 10.
Copy.
Cold Viper 135 for 7. Hot F5. He's turning left now. He is unaware. 150 for 4. Cold.
Yeah, he's 2 for 0 on the team kills.
He is just off your nose now. 1000.
Copy.
Alright, let's not fuck up.
Breedle, turn 096 for 18. Harrier, cold. On the deck, on the deck. He's now 078 for 14, flanking right to left. Scotty. Breedle, switch target, 2 shift. F5, 076 for 20. On the deck, on the deck. 076 for Breedle. They are hot now, 090 for 12.
Первый, 104. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
I gotta take this stick apart again, it's really loose. So it's not helping with the MiG-21's bit of
Viper, you're now
porpoising.
getting chased by 2 F5s to your 6. Copy that. Breedle, 180 for 12. Cold, on the deck.
Ross, is that you with the DDR scan?
No?
Cold Viper, 2 ship, F5, 020 for 9, hot.
No, I'm using my personal one.
104. Дайте
Oh, I
курс на
see.
ближайшую цель.
Cold Viper, 034 for 10. Copy.
Freedom choose target, 12 o'clock to clear.
Первый, 100.
Breedle,
Yeah, I
off your
did.
12, that's a
I
friendly
did see it.
21. Copy. Breedle, fly, 035 for 23, or 135, my bad.
Jerry, 135, thank you.
Cold Viper, 096 for 9. 2 ship F5, just went off my scope.
Первый, 104. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Midnight fly, 113 for 28, last seen 2 F5s on the deck. Cold Viper, tier 9 o'clock, 125 for 7, Harrier, hot.
Imagine having frames in
1,000.
front here. Like I said, this mission does cause some issues on my PC. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with the smoke.
He's off my
Which is
scope
a
now.
shame, because it's a very fun mission. Imagine the GCIA having to announce someone at 044 and 44 miles an hour.
Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Cold
If he gave it to
Viper,
us in miles, I
passing,
think we'd
he's
be a
now
bit upset.
330 for 4, cold.
Hey Yank, jump
At
on!
1500.
Server's bumping.
Copy that.
And pretty much the entire of RAF are on. Also, I'm flying like shit, I need someone to pick up the slack.
234 for 10, Harrier, cold. 234. Cold Viper, 330 for 8.
Figure out how far out I am from the closest.
Дайте курс на ближайшую
So I know when
цель.
to flip the radar on and drop the tank.
Cold Viper, he's now 298 for 4.
Don't
Right
do
off
too
your
bad.
nose, just went off.
Okay, I'm 1250 now.
Breedle, turn 101 for 16, F5, hot, on the deck. 101.
Inanity, checking in.
Say your name
Yeah, the
again?
19 is quite nice.
Inanity.
Roger that. Inanity, 206 for 18. F5, Cole, Breedle, right up, just off tier 11 o'clock now, 8 kilometers, hot. No tally for Beetlejuice. He just disappeared from me. You should be merged right about now.
Sounds vertical.
He's negative. You just merged with him now. He's unaware, 1,000. Okay, he's turning in. Breedle, 270. 2 kilometers.
Copy. Inanity declare to 10.
Inanity 210 is hostile, F5, flanking left to right. Beetle flare, that's a, no, Inanity, wrong guy, Inanity, he just merged with him, 130. Alright, Beetle, you outran those missiles, 071 for 5, Inanity, on your 6, 2 kilometers.
Friendly off the nose. It's very easy to get overwhelmed when the server's busy and you're doing GCI. It's very difficult. That's why not many people do
Inanity,
it.
he's off your 10 now. Merged to your left.
I think I see that fight. If it's happening over the valley, I can assist in a minute.
Ross, 096 for 19, F5, flanking right to left on the
Yeah,
deck.
I see. I see the high one. I don't see the guy on the deck. I got 2 on the deck.
Beetle. 32547. Cold.
Someone read
Inanity 076 for 5 hot.
Oh, don't freeze now, DCS.
Ross, switch target 092 for 13 hot. F5 on the deck. Ross, pop up to your 9 o'clock, about to merge with you. Midnight, right off your nose. Just merge with a friendly 21.
Not seen.
Ross, he's still on your 6.
Don't freeze, DCS. Fuck me.
Steve, 083 for 5. Midnight overture, right off your nose, 1 kilometer. Ross, flare.
Fuck me. What a time for DCS to lock up. It's one of those days. I probably shouldn't even bother with the... Like, I'm seeing lots of targets up nice and high for the R3Rs. I just never get the shot, because there's always someone closer. But we'll take them anyway. We'll just take 2.
Перезарядка по плану. Принял.
It also doesn't help that because my frame rate is so dog shit on this mission, I can't actually see them against the ground when I merge. Like, I need movement to be able to tell there's something there, and I'm not getting it. Because my game just freezes. Hey, Morphus.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
Lazzy, 11 o'clock, 2 kilometers. Lazzy, merge to your left. Inanity, he is 800 meters. Inanity, 253 for 3, cold.
Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Copy. Beetle, 218 for 3, cold, midnight. Midnight, flare. Flare again.
Первый, 105-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Beetle, friendly merge with S5, 148 for 5, Lazzy,
I'm
same
gonna
target
max out a MiG-21s if I keep this up.
190 for 4.
Первый, 105-й. Дайте курс.
My DCS does that all the time. Like, I'll be right above the ground, pointed at it, and it will freeze. Like, I die so many times because my PC just cannot handle this game.
They're now
When I get the new
215
PC,
for
it
5.
should be so much better. Like,
Inanity
I
declare to
honestly
50.
think that my ability to play this game is going to be like a whole other level
And then
once I
the
get my PC,
friendly
just because I don't have to cope with this shit
21
anymore.
Turn to
Anyway, hopefully,
097 for
hopefully,
18.
knowing my luck, there'll be some
Levy,
specific bug
they're
that makes
now
my PC,
313
my new
for
PC,
2.
not run well with DCS, but it should improve it.
Steve, hostile F-86, 100 for 18, hot. 10,000 meters. Rotor.
Seal low visual.
Levy, Harrier,
Something crashed by on my
290 for
Oh my
7, 1,000.
DCS, please.
Target threat, smoke target. 077 for 15, 7,000. Levy, 073 for 12 at 7,000. Type F-86.
Первый, 105-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Levy, 097 for 4,
Первый, 102-й.
7,000. Steve, 280 for 4, Levy, merged. He is now tier 7 o'clock. Cole. Steve, 273 for 5, Levy.
Oh my god,
064 for 4.
DCS,
He is
please.
now at 6,000.
Первый, 110-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель. 102-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Steve, 180 for 3,
Flying frequently in
Levy,
SFS,
he is
then I realized I missed
050
make and turn back to
for
DCS for a
Cole.
moment. MiG-21 comes too cartoonish.
Steve, he's crossing your nose
No
now,
way.
merged.
I mean, it's
turn
in
right.
terms of the graphics, it's definitely older because the
Friendly,
MiG-21 was made a long
Levy,
time ago.
flare.
How are so many people?
Steve, FA6 is 332 for
Uh-oh.
4 at
Uh-oh.
4,000.
Первый, 100.
Yeah, I mean, like the actual graphics of the cockpit are old, but what in the
SAS,
the Su-20?
025 for 3 into 21.
Yeah, when you're on the ground, hold in the right alignment button.
102 for 5 at 3,000.
It should work in the air as well.
Steve, Harrier,
Steve's
035 for
fucked up.
2
It's probably why he team killed.
at 2,000. Zach, FA6 right off the nose now. Zach, merge, FA6 to your left. FA6 is at 2,000.
Yeah, tell you, F-86.
Zach, you also have a Harrier on your tail.
That's alright, Seal. I've already team killed someone today. I killed 2 things with 1 missile. One was enemy, one was friendly.
060
I then
for
flew
9.
into the ground. I've been shot down, what, 3
Steve,
times?
053 for 12. Cole, 2,000.
Today is one of those days.
Первый, дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Can I get somebody to help out with this air?
Первый, полсотни первый.
Steve, F-86 is... Alright. Steve, merged. Steve, he is now to your 3 o'clock now. Zach, FA6 is off your nose. Now
Yeah, I'm
you're
still
2
being-
o'clock.
I'm still being chased by a Harrier. Hold on.
I think, nope, he's turned. I think that Harrier lost sight. Nope, maybe. It's hard to tell.
110-й.
No, he didn't. He's still on. Is there not a single 21 here?
SAS 010 for 2. Alright, FA6 is dead, Steve. SAS, if you're on. Harrier, assist by 016 for 6. Steve, Vigan, pulling up on your 6. SAS, you merge Harrier 245 for 2 at 1600. Steve, 36043. Help that friendly out. Steve, you're behind a friendly MiG.
Inality declare 090.
SAS on your 6. Help out that friendly 21. Say again? Steve, just merge with a Vigan. Zach, 124 for 3, cold. Good kill. Smash Vic. Zach, F50 for 7, hot. He's now 138, hot.
Angle?
He's at 800. He's now on your right, 204. You just merged with him. Stand by, second F. Steve, bingo. Zach, you have a Harrier on your 6 still. Inanity. 140 for 11. F5, hot, 800.
Inality to repeat last.
With Inanity, last would be 123 for 13, F5, 1000.
Of course, we lost track of that guy right away.
Wiz, Harrier, 066 for 5, hot, chasing a friendly 21.
Mountains.
At 700. Wiz, merged. Horse to your 3 o'clock now. Flying in on your 6.
Motherfucker.
Inanity, fly, 185 for 7. Ross, F5, 108 for 12. F5, turning hot, 1500.
I just lost lock on him. Shit. I see him.
108 for 4. Ross, right off the nose.
Yeah, I see him.
Inanity, F5, 223 for 5, hot. Just went off my scope.
Ross 1 splash. Finally, a fucking kill. It's a friendly off the nose.
Wiz,
Friendly helicopter, in fact.
034 for 3.
303 for 30 for me.
Harrier at 1100. Zach, F5, 067
That's a Harrier.
5, flanking right to left. He's slotting in on a friendly.
That jamming is a Harrier.
Right off the nose, Zach.
He's in a massive furball with a bunch of friendlies.
Alright, Zach, left, 11 o'clock, 3 kilometers.
What server? Cold War.
Zach, there's already a MiG on.
Okay, we burnt through. No, we
Wiz,
haven't.
006
Just
for
must
2,
have lost
F5
behind a
cold.
mountain.
Mojo, to your 7 o'clock F5 hot.
Oh, don't freeze,
Ross,
DCS.
can you go help out a friendly at
I'm with the Harry.
350 for 9?
Oh, my game just froze. $350 for 9, you said?
F5.
Yo, there's like a MiG on my 6. Who is that? Like a MiG-15, like
5-4
flying the gun me.
That's Wiz. Wiz, you are on a friendly.
He's probably not on comms. Where's this guy for me, Saber?
Ross, 098 for 7. Cole just went off my scope. Last seen 158 for 4.
That is not a good sign. That means he probably saw me. No joy.
Ross, Papa, 137 for 10. Cole, 700. Wiz, same target is 112 for 10, 700. Cole.
Still no joy.
Beetlejuice checking in.
Copy that. Ross, he is now 107 for 11. Yeet, 222 for 4, flanking left to right.
224, flank right.
Totally
Right
blind.
off the nose now.
Oh, is
You
he?
start your left turn, and you'll slot in right behind him.
So,
Yeet, 110.
No, that's a 21. At least one of those is. That's a 19. I saw a 21 there. Saber, I'm blind. Oh, hang on. F5 on, or something enemy on radar.
Yankee is now 080 for 3. At 1900.
I see him. It's a front move.
Ross, Wiz, 2 ship, F5, 068 for 21.
Something with radar.
20 flight Angels, 3000.
It's pretty risky. I'm near that far. Thing off my nose is enemy, correct?
Correct. But it looks like he might be running home. There's a 2 ship, F5. Ross, help Yeek out. Yeek on your 7 o'clock, flying in behind you. Ross, Papa, 122 for 3. Ross, march to your right.
Wait, one.
Wiz, 060 for 4.
Shit, lost radar right away.
Yink on your 6 now. 2 ship, F5.
I see him.
Ross.
F5 on your 6. I just went blind on the F5 on your 6. Wiz, 060 for 5, friendly. With possible
Holy
on his
shit,
tail.
it's a fucking Congo line.
Yink, you have 2 ship F5s coming in behind you. Wiz, 047 for 3.
Box one. I'm here. Jesus. Maybe I should jump in a fucking 15 or something. Oh, 3 on. Okay. I shouldn't have chased that guy. I'm just making every possible bad decision today, aren't I? Yeah, it is. There's a lot of people on.
Перезарядка по плану. Принял. командир. Оружие подвешено.
Absolute potato mode today.
Wimpack, you have a 3 ship at 098 for 8, cold. Briel, you can ease off the juice. It looks like those F5s are RTB. Say again for Briel juice? You can lay off the gas. Those F5s are RTB. Roger, laying off the gas. Check north side of Karelia for tanks. Alright, Briel, those F5s actually just turned hot. 092 for 35. Wimpack.
Radio's the 19, I hit the number 1. No, number 2. 2 for the 19. It's in the briefing as well.
At 1000. Wimpack, merge, F5 to your left. Copy.
Hey, Nico. Oh shit, I forgot to warm my radar up.
Breedle 081 for 20. F5 hot.
I wish you could fly too, Davey. We need someone to make up for me being terrible.
Breedle Juice has launch. Wimpack, 2 F5s on your 6. Breedle 12. Looks like the F5 might be trying to gun you. Breedle. Scratch that, Breedle, right off the nose. 2 kilometers, about to merge. Breedle, merge to your right. Got him. Or sorry, I'm engaging rather.
Just lost a tire.
096.
Holy shit!
Scratch that 091 for 16.
What the fuck is wrong with this game today?
Breedle, you have 2 F5s on your 6.
What the fuck is wrong with me today?
Copy.
So we lost the left main, I think. Because I was on the ground too long, I got too fast. I think my PC's like legit trying to kill itself, so I might make this the last flight. I'd like to stay on longer, but there's not much point if I'm flying badly and if my PC's not able to handle it.
Midnight merged with 3 F5.
I've noticed that too, but like my PC specifically has been having a lot of trouble over the past few days just because of the heat here. Like it gets very hot in
one
this room.
F5
So
on your 6, another one, 293 for 2, right off the nose. Radio check. Run quick. Wimpack, F5 chasing friendly at 324 for 1. Friendly just got splashed. Wimpack, 2 ship F5, 3 ship F5, 300 for 2. Wimpack, 9 o'clock now, Cole, another one slotting in on your 6. F5, 102 for 17. Steve, same bearing, 420.
Cover check.
Say again?
Comes check.
Long clear.
Thank you.
Horse, 099 for 10 and 095 for 12. Hot, 700. Steve, 096 for 15. Hot. 2 shit, 700.
Steve, roger.
Horse, merge to your right. Steve, right off the nose, 093 for 4.
Steve, roger.
Steve, left turn, merge. Horse, 3 ship, F5. 3 o'clock, 1 kilometer. Horse, 2 F5s on your 6. Steve, it's you versus 4 F5s, just turn 264 and run.
Steve, running.
Air Koenig, F5s are 207 for 11. Ross, 082 for 54, I need you to burn as fast as you can. Same for
Burning.
you, Yeet. Steve, fly 258. Guy on Steve 6 just went, okay, just popped up. Alright, Steve, you are clear to turn back in. Your guy just turned cold. Turn 101 for 8. Ross, 085 for 42. Hot, 800. Steve, 078 for 8.
Why am I so fucking slow in this thing today? I should be braking close to 1300. I'm
March,
an
to your left.
emergency afterburner. And I was level. So it should be picking up speed much faster. I'm not even with that drag.
Steve, flare.
Oh, there's that missile shot.
And Steve is hit, so Ross, it's just you and Geek a couple kilometers behind you. 090 for 26.
Yeah, I got
3 ship, F5, cold on the deck.
Taxi traffic, please taxiing runway.
MIA, drop EVR at Shilka in front of you.
Oh my god, DCS, you piece of shit! Fucking hell. The game just fully locked up for like 5 seconds there. Feels fucking bad, man.
Turn 098 for 42. 3 ship F5 cold. Ross, that same group is 098 for 26 cold.
I have one on radar.
All 3 just went off my scope.
That frame rate though. That fucking frame rate though.
Ross, you have an A10 101 for 26 at 3000.
I think I see it.
And there is a Huey off your nose, 100 for 8, following the river.
My game's freezing. I can't see him.
That Huey is right over the river to your 11
I
o'clock
can't engage
now.
him. I'll come back for him. My game's locking up.
Copy.
Good, I see traffic is taking off.
Ross, A10 is 101 for 10.
I got him
3,000.
locked. Fox 1 times 2. Splash.
Yank, Harrier, 124 for 12. Flanking, left to right.
On the deck.
Dumped a shitload of my flares because I know I was right next to their
Yank,
front.
intercept, 156. Keep turning
I see
left.
the Harrier on radar. Got him locked.
Harrier just shot a sidearm.
Yeah, I got him
Yank
locked.
to your 3 o'clock.
He's coming over the foothills now, heading into the valley.
Yank, he is down to your 4.
I'm diving up command 6. Steve L39 light attack for rocket thoughts to request tasking.
Yank, that Harrier is now
I'm on him.
280 for 12.
I'm on the Harrier.
Shoot you after. Okay, that's a good eyes on you.
Yeah, he just got shot at by Sam's. Harrier's going hot. Merged. I'm going over the top.
Is blue artillery still waiting for destroy?
Please stop freezing DCS.
Artillery right now. SAS, be aware there's 2 friendly MiGs off your nose.
Jesus Christ, that nearly hit me.
SAS, if you can hear me, could you go for an F5 at 088 for 19?
Come on. Harry's hit. Still flying. That was tactical use of a stall there to put myself on his, like, with the right deflection to hit him.
Ross, Yank, F5 coming in,
Harry is hit
084
again.
for 18, 800.
Harry is dead.
Ross, F5, 077 for 15, hot, 1000. Yank, same contact, 078 for
I got him on
14.
I'm out of radar missiles, but I got him on scope.
I'm in town. Check point left here.
Yank, 051 for 6.
That was probably important to call him back. Box 2. Bit too much aspect, maybe. Or a bit too much range. Missile didn't make it. Coming in for a second.
Fox 2, close. Oh, hello there. Slash.
Radio check.
Oh my god!
Ross, yeet. Only contact on scope right now is Huey's 125 for 19.
Yeah, I'm gonna RTB.
Landed.
I'm gonna RTB and hop off. My game's locking up constantly.
Copy.
I gotta call them back as well if that was who I think it was.
What am I supposed to do regarding air to ground? Air to a point marked on map is the current objective. Copy, going to artillery. About 40 miles left.
Has not been a good day for it today, guys. What I might do is I might just take a break from streaming DCS until I get the new PC set up, because clearly my PC can't handle it. Not anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off, Yink. My game is locking up for 5 seconds at a time here. It's really bad. I think... I just got a phone call too. I think it might actually be about the flat I was after, so I'm gonna have to call them back. Hey AR-15, welcome to the stream.
Scope is
Just caught the end of it, I'm about to land and jump off
Yeah,
the
I think
road.
I'm drive in or dusting on my nose here, I'm checking it out.
One missile left, but we do not have the fuel for another fight.
Clear. You are about to overfly a friendly BMP.
That's what it's okay. I'm looking right now on the over here. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, I know, Saber. Usually what I'd recommend doing is if you don't get a reply from them on SRS, just don't give them calls. They're not on comms, so... If you can kind of cut away from the people that aren't on comms or aren't listening and only prioritize people that are, it should save you a lot of energy. Hang on, I'm gonna have to answer that. It wasn't about the flat, it's about one of the PC parts that's being delivered, so... Good to hear, it is coming together.
Pop up F5 090 26, flanking right to left.
So we might have to take a bit of a break from DCS streams until we get the new PC up and running, because it looks like this one is, I think, on its last legs, what with all the weird and wonderful smells that have been coming out of it. So I don't want to overstress it too much. I do intend to keep this PC. Obviously I won't be using it for gaming anymore, but just for if I need to, like, back something up or whatever and I don't want to use my main PC for it, I'll probably keep this one. 21 just dropped Fab 500s at Tbilisi from 36 kilometers. What a hero. I probably shouldn't do this because my game is freezing up, and this is not something you want the game to freeze up while you're doing, but we might do one of my usual show-off approaches.
Call at 3,000.
Chuck her into min burner.
So yes, if you can hear me, 15045 at 3,000. Yank SAS just splashed that F5. Nearest contact is just coming out to Bleasy. What a here? At 101 for 42. Yank. Metrics, right? It's the metric. Okay, okay. Ringo 279, checking in. This is Steve. Could you give me heading to the target? Who? Steve, L39. Heading to Blue Artillery is 094 for 54.
We're actually like really fast.
094 for 54.
I gained too much altitude through that loop. Let's make it a go round.
Saber, Steve, I got a bogey on my nose. The only contact I can see right now is 097 for 54.
You know, it's a really bad day for my flying when I can't do that.
3500. Steve radar says hostile.
Hey, Marius.
There's no friendlies in front of you. Scratch that, the nearest friendly is about 60 kilometers away, over to Bleasy.
Okay, we'll just turn in from here because I'm quite low on fuel now. Gear out.
Steve, 095 for 27. At 5,000. Papa, Steve, Harrier, 084 for 11.
Very rough and ready. Oh, that's right, we burst a tire, didn't we?
Yank. Fly 129 for 32.
That is probably my worst MiG-21 flying in at least a year. So, I think we're gonna quit while we're not too far behind. And I'm gonna get myself some
Steve, somebody merged with me.
And, hopefully, we'll have the new PC together sooner rather than later, and we'll be able to, play DCS without worrying about this kind of shit.
F5 hot on you.
So
Wake up at F5 at 105 for 4.
Good enough.
Hey guys, Mustang, turn left. 25T, is there anything left to hit? Steve, off to your...
Alright, let's see where I can send you guys. I think Breedle might be streaming, so if he is, I'll probably send you all his way. If Twitch decides to cooperate. Next stream will probably be Armor 3, next part of our campaign. I don't think Twitch is going to cooperate. Everything's slow today. Yeah, I think my PC is pretty much on its way out, so... stressing it by streaming DCS is probably not a good move. Not until the new one's ready. Yeah. Breedle's on. We'll send you guys over his way. There we go. That's all set up. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking with me despite the technical difficulties and the brain difficulties. Hopefully next time I'm doing DCS, it'll be a little better, a little less terrible. So yeah, I will see you guys again probably over the, well, weekend if you're in the civilized part of the world, Monday morning if you're in my part of the world, for the next part of the 345th campaign, or the opening of the campaign, I should say. And the next few streams after that will probably be stuff that's a little less taxing on the system than DCS. Just, I don't want to blow it up before the new PC's ready. Thanks for sticking with it, and stay safe. Have a wonderful day wherever you guys are. Catch you on the next one. My entire PC is frozen. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.